All right, everybody in the COM-150 class, this is my final speech. Let's get into it. Have you ever had a really pointless argument before? Maybe it was with your friends over sports and games, or perhaps with family while eating dinner. We've all had this experience at some point, and I'm about to introduce you to another pointless argument that has completely divided everybody. Doors or wheels? The premise is simple. Are there more doors or wheels on our planet? Each side has set specific standards as to what counts as a wheel or a door, and both sides use various statistics and logical thinking in pleading their case. While it seems like there'd be a quick answer in how cars and buildings would impact the counts, it's impossible to guess without very heavy thought on both sides once you start to think about things like toys, bikes, gears, and boxes. So many things that all could make or break the true conclusion when put together. I will first explain a few examples of both doors and wheels in depth, and then I will go over the strongest points of both arguments before concluding with my opinion on the matter. Alright, let's start with doors. What counts as a door? As long as an object acts as a barrier that can be opened and closed, it is accepted as a door. Cupboards, drawers, sliding doors, trapdoors, all of these and others could contribute to the number of doors on our planet. Other hard-to-remember doors could be seen on some toys and on various types of storage, like safes or chests. On the wheel side, it's very easy to define. Any object that spins on an axis with the purpose of moving all or part of something else is widely accepted as a wheel. The most notable wheels to address are steering wheels, ball bearings, and gears. Other more obscure wheels could be hiding in engines or on fans, including wind turbines. Some specific objects have been under even hotter debate in this argument. For example, doorknobs rotate like a wheel, but would utterly ruin the argument for doors, as most doors have knobs. Windows can swing or slide open, much like a door could, but are not intended as entrance points for people, animals, or objects, which excludes them from the argument as well. Finally, revolving doors actually count as both wheels and doors, since they spin but also act like a barrier. Moving on, now that the criteria and examples of both doors and wheels have been explained, let's move on to the argument for doors. The first obvious spot to look for doors is a building. Houses, hotels, skyscrapers, and schools are just some of the buildings that could contain dozens, if not hundreds of doors on their own. There are entire cities full of thousands of buildings that cause a huge impact on the point that there may be more doors than wheels on our planet. Lots of storage containers like chests and cupboards exist in houses as well. Another factor that gives doors an edge. Finally, many vehicles like cruise ships possess many doors and not very many wheels, which acts as a strong counter-argument to the wheels claim. Everywhere that you look on our planet, from the rich and populous cities to small villages, doors exist on and in buildings, which people need to live and work in. Seemingly, they outnumber most instances of wheels. However, there are two sides to every story, and not all has been revealed just yet. Wheels also appear in a wide variety of places. From vehicles and machines to suitcases and toys, wheels are an integral part of what keeps our world spinning around. Even if most cars have around the same number of doors as wheels on the outside, the many spinning parts that you might think of under the hood do also count towards the world population of wheels. Trains, trucks, and even tanks all possess way more wheels than doors as well. Speaking of machines and mechanisms, you must imagine that there are a lot of factories in the world. Every inch of any factory is full of tons of wheels in the form of gears, conveyor belts, and forklifts. Any place that deals in machines, from construction sites to grocery stores, has a multitude of wheels hiding in plain sight. Another compelling case has been made in the context of drawers and elevators, which count as doors. But what moves those doors to get them open? That's right, wheels. Wheels are working behind the scenes to make everything work, apparently taking the lead here. However, as long as I could go on thinking about more instances of doors and wheels, I must eventually come to my own conclusion and provide you with my opinion on the age-old debate. Are there more doors or wheels on our planet? To sum up the criteria, any moving barrier that can open or close is a door. Any rotating object that spins on an axis to move something else is a wheel. For the argument of doors, there are buildings and many storage containers. Wheels have the argument of very many machines and tons of land vehicles. My final conclusion, however, is that there are more wheels than doors on our planet. Everywhere you look, they're hiding. I could probably count in my room more wheels than doors if I had to guess. I can't exactly provide solid evidence, as this is a very pointless argument that nobody could ever possibly accomplish in one lifetime, but I'd like to hear your guys' takes on this argument of whether there are more doors or wheels on your planet. Or even if you can't, maybe you could at least count the number of doors and wheels in your room and give me your take just on that level. Thank you for listening, and I hope that you have a good day.